You're watching Living Proof TV.
Pressure bus pipe, yo. Woo! This is what the people wanna see. Living Proof TV. Truths and reality. Living Proof TV. Virgin Island legacy. Living Proof TV. Living Proof TV. Living Proof TV. Seeds of the industry. Living Proof TV. And musical integrity. Living Proof TV. This is for everybody. Living Proof TV. Living Proof TV. Living Proof TV.
LivingProofTV.com. You're watching Living Proof TV. LP Enterprises proudly presents Living Proof TV. Straight out of LP Studios, brace yourself for the new talent marketing platform, Living Proof TV, the in-your-face TV show breaking artists and records. Join us and network with the entertainment industry's top talent scouts and pros. Witness epic studio interviews, performances, and ciphers from the hottest signed and unsigned artists. See artists and their real-life struggles, blazing performances in the booth with freestyles, new hits, and more. Getting in the mind of creative geniuses. Watch as producers and songwriters build hit tracks live in front of your eyes and witness talent that will blow your mind. Join us on Living Proof TV and be revealed to major industry executives, A&Rs, producers, DJ managers, sponsors, and more that are ready to advance careers. Log on to the website at livingprooftv.com and see it all go down. And join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Living Proof TV.
Grey Goose presents the VIP room right here on Living Proof TV.
You're in the VIP room with Isanica.
Welcome to the launch of Living Proof TV Season 2, the only TV show where you get up close and personal with all your favorite artists, DJs, business owners, political figures, and so much more. We are ready for a new year of exciting guests, and we are starting off with one of the Virgin Islands' most popular and respected senators who has been going above and beyond here in the Virgin Islands community, supporting our local talent and entertainment for years now. We welcome none other than the Honorable Senator Javan James, the CEO of Vibes Launch 360. Welcome to the VIP room, Senator. Hey! How's it going?
I'm doing fine. I can't complain. I really love that introduction. I'm happy to be here with Living Proof TV.
Yes, thank you. It is such a pleasure that you're here with us, and we really want to thank you and commend you for all of the great things that you've done in the community. I'm also aware that you honor DJ Avalanche for his worldwide recognition and have created like some excellent legislation when it comes to things that people have done in the Virgin Islands. So before we like dive deep into the questions, I kind of wanted to know a little bit more about your involvement with that. Like, how do you get those things done for people who are above and beyond in the Virgin Islands?
Well, I have an advantage over some of my colleagues, and not necessarily to say that I'm better than anyone. It's just that I've been very involved in the music industry. So, to give you an example, I had the honor to honor Alwyn Daddy Jones Baptiste Jr., and I was able to posthumously honor Alwyn Big Al Baptiste Sr., the father for Express Band, and of course Daddy Jones from Javan, Violators, and of course DJ Avalanche, like you mentioned earlier. So I knew these individuals. Those are individuals who basically supported me in my musical career, and not because they supported my musical career, I honored them, but their track record and history is proven in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah. And I really want to applaud you on that, because I think it's so important, because the Virgin Islands has so much talent, and just to be recognized by someone, you know, a political figure like yourself is a really big deal, and something that should be done more often in the Virgin Islands. So a big round of applause for that one.
Most definitely.
You know, like you said, you were involved in music, which was kind of a surprise to me. I mean, I didn't know that, you know.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
So, like, you know, you got your mixture in the music, and now you're a senator.
Yes.
What an awesome, cool, unique combination.
Most definitely.
Yeah. What sparked your interest to create Vibes Launch 360, and how did you come up with the name?
Great question. So I got elected in 2018. I was sworn into office in 2019. I did an event with Timo of RCD and Tehran as well. So long story short, I did the event with them. It was a success. And I was like, okay, suppose something happened at the event. I would have been like responsible or liable. And I was like, if you plan to hold more events, it is wise to have a business and to be protected by the business and to do it under that business. So said, so done, and that is why Vibes Launch 360 was started. But as far as the name, the Vibes is the product or the service that we offer. And as a marketing and advertising company, the Vibes, which is the customer, we take that package and we launch it. And the whole goal is to launch it around the world. My goal is to one day have Vibes Launch 360 as a worldwide company. But of course, we're trying to start in the Virgin Islands. So it's being launched from the Virgin Islands, and then it's going to eventually take over the world.
Right, the big globe of 360, right? The
Yeah.
full circle effect.
Yes.
I love that. Being the CEO of the company, how has your personal journey in music influenced, you know, the mission and the vision of Vibes Launch as a marketing and advertising company?
Simple. Because of my relationships in the music business, I was able to transition easily as a company. I can call almost any artist and get an answer. I have a lot of contacts, so and not only that, because of my growth and who I became, it helps. But as far as your initial question, the relationships, like any other business, you have to have relationships. So it helped me with the forward movement of the company.
Yeah, definitely. I think that, you know, a strong foundation for any relationship, and because you've been in the music industry and now a public figure, I'm sure you've met so much people that's giving you the opportunity to just really get whatever business, not whatever business, but Vibes Launch 360 out there to the world and beyond, you know?
Most definitely.
That is a plus. And they also say that you're always like 5 people away from, you know, the person who you want to know. So you never know who you know who knows who.
Yes, most definitely.
Right? So that's all a part of a marketing. What's the primary mission behind the company's marketing and advertising services in the entertainment sector?
Another great question. So for me is, I know there are individuals out there who do not like to do specific things. And for those individuals who might not be well-rounded in marketing or advertising, social media, dealing with proposals and what have you, if they're weak in that area, we try our very best to assist those individuals. Now, we might have some individuals who don't need our services, but they might want to work with us on a specific project. We might collaborate on specific projects. I like to collaborate more than doing things on my own. When I do things on my own, it's because it's like a goal or a mission. But I like working with different promoters and companies and just sharing ideas, and through those collaborations, it made me grow as a company, and that's what we plan to continue to do.
Right, and like with that, you kind of do like cross promotion in a sense too, right?
Yes.
Within, you know, different companies and each other.
Yes, I'd rather collaborate anytime than to do a solo project.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, you know? Yeah, it's easier that way. So can you share any details about any upcoming projects or campaigns that Vibe Launch 360 is currently working on, particularly those related to the music industry?
Sure. Right now I'm working with an artist by the name of Crew Chef. He's actually my first customer for the year. He renewed his contract with us. I don't want to go into too many details.
I want to hear about it all.
But what he really wants to do is, he left the Virgin Islands. He went to the United States. He's doing great things in music, but he feels like he just needs that touch at home. So I was like, sure, what can I do for you? And without going into too many details, we're just providing that marketing and advertising services to him, to the people in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
He wants to let the people in the Virgin Islands know what he's doing, and he needs that help.
Yeah.
But as far as what we really plan to do is to help specific artists. Like, we have this threshold where we're gonna have at least 4 artists, and we're gonna work with them to help advertise and market them. And I just want to focus on 4 artists only. Those individuals who might have that talent, but they don't have that platform or that person to give them advice. Like, let me give you an example. When I was in the music industry, there wasn't anyone really giving us information.
Right.
There wasn't any A&Rs. So even though I'm into advertising and marketing, we still provide some level of services when it comes to A&Rs in the music industry. And then another thing we plan to do is utilize our website to our maximum. I'm trying to make sure that individuals, when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they want to do is go to VibesLaunch360.com. So we're working on the website, you know, and right now we're just working on the Facebook page to drive that traffic to the website.
Yeah.
And by doing that, of course, more artists would want to work with us.
That's amazing. So it's just like a great combination of just like not only hosting events, but really investing in, you know, promoting local artists as well.
Yeah.
I love that.
and of course, the end goal is to really do business with big major corporations, like the big top, like Hennessy, Coca-Cola, you name it. Those are the companies I really want to one day do business with. Because if I can get those dollars, I can more than help the artists and do other things.
Definitely. I mean, that sounds like a spectacular idea, a really innovative, you know, thought for a business, and I'm really excited to hear more. But hold that thought, Senator. We want to hear so much more about it. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back on Living Proof TV.
Keep it locked. We'll be right back with more Living Proof TV. Get seen, get heard, and get booked right here on Living Proof TV. We're back with more Living Proof TV. You're in the VIP room with Isanica.
All right, we're back in the VIP room with Senator Javan James, and we're going to dive right back into asking you so many amazing questions about Vibe Launch 360. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So tell me, how does Vibe Launch 360 support emerging talent, and what advice do you have for young artists trying to navigate through the industry?
Like, okay, if there's a young artist and I know they're hot, I don't charge them. You know, I don't really charge those individuals. So what I would do is I would pick up the phone, call them, find out if they have a manager or what have you. If they have a manager, I try my best to back off a little bit. If they don't have a manager, then I try my best to assist because I know they need the guidance. And then I try to work with them and get them to a point where they don't need me. Now, for those who are seasoned, then you have to speak business. You know, so I'm quicker to help that artist with no true foundation. And the other question was?
Just pretty much like, you know, what advice would you give them just coming into the industry as new? Like you say you'd call them up and just like kind of just guide them through it?
Well, my number one advice for any upcoming artist is this. Do not rush to go on a big stage. I see many times where artists try to go to the big stage and they're not ready. It is better to go in the studio, write some songs, produce some songs, record some songs, have them there, have people critique them, take your time. And when the opportunity presents itself, you're gonna know.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you can drop a single. If you know for sure after you have done all your work and you have critiqued your work and everything, then you put out one. But don't rush to go to this big stage knowing that you haven't really practiced your dancing skills and other stuff. So that would be my number one advice. So by the time the world really sees you, they know for sure, okay, you're ready, you know.
Perfect your craft, right?
Yeah.
I love that. In what ways does Vibe Launch 360 contribute to the development and promotion of the music entertainment industry in the U.S. Virgin Islands?
Well, I see myself like the VI consortium of music. Like when you want to know what's going on in government and all that stuff in the streets and the little gossips and stuff, everybody go to the VI consortium.
Right.
But there isn't a true spot that you can go when it comes to entertainment.
There isn't.
So, like I said, I want to make sure that when individuals wake up in the morning, the first thing they want to do is go on VibesLounge360.com. The first thing they want to do is find out, okay, what funny video, what anything that we posted. And it's not just for likes, but it's to really promote us as a certain culture. Because the Virgin Islands, we have music, but we don't really have an industry. So I'm trying to work with other people to put that industry in place so where we can take the next Maya V.
Right.
And she don't really have to move to Atlanta per se to really have a career unless she's really touching the road or she's out there like recording or what have you. Just like Popcorn or any other artist, they can stay in the Virgin Islands, do music tour, and if they have to, they go out a road to record. So I want to see the Virgin Islands reach to that point.
Right, like make a little like a VI Hollywood, right? Like how India has Bollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why not? There's so many talented, gifted people here, and I just think that sometimes we take, you know, those people for granted. You know, music and entertainment isn't taken as seriously, but I think those things are important. Life is a very hard, serious world, and you know, sometimes you need something to look at that makes you laugh, make you feel better, something to listen to that, you know, changes your vibe. So I think all of that is important. If somebody, you know, stood up and made that important in the Virgin Islands, it would be a great help.
But you know what's important as well?
What?
Living Proof TV.
It is!
Because you create that platform to provide opportunities for individuals like myself, and then hopefully with this interview more individuals tap into individuals like myself, even hiring you for certain events. So everything, it goes hand in hand, and that's what I'm talking about with an industry where we can sit down in an environment like this and feel like, yeah, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
No, I'm in St. Thomas.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's needed, and you're onto something.
Yeah.
So as a former artist and someone pushing for entertainment and development, how do you see the future of the music and entertainment industry evolving, and what role does Vibe Launch 360 aim? I mean, tell me more, because you really have some good ideas, you know?
Well, another thing that I'm working on is, and I went to Jamaica last year, And when I went to Jamaica, and I'm so upset with myself, I can't remember the name of the school, but I went to a school of music in Jamaica, and it really inspired me. So one of the other things I would like to do, not right now, like as I get my platform really to the point where I have a lot of viewers, I can say, okay, let me just start a mini school, like individuals who want to go in an environment like Living Proof TV or a studio. They can say, well, instead of going on the road and being with the bad boys, they can come to Vice Lounge 360 Studio and just do what they love. Without charging them. And having access to professional equipment and teaching them the right things to do. And hopefully out of that, we create a team of young individuals who can shape the future of the Virgin Islands music industry. Because it's not going to be me, you know.
Why not?
I'm going to assist. And that's my goal, to assist. But is the other individual out there who is just as hungry as me watching this interview and saying to themselves, when I reach to a point in the next 5 or 10 years like Javan, James, I am going to be that man, because by the next 5 to 10 years I want to be just sitting back and cooling. I don't really want to be too much into the business, but just coaching somebody where they can take the lead and I can just coach them and have them run stuff, you know.
It is very important, and you know, creating those skills from young and having those opportunities, it's something big. For instance, I feel like, you know, schools and stuff like that don't really have much extracurricular activities that focuses on performing arts or music. You're lucky if you get, you know, a session in choir or in the band, but like nothing that really gives you the opportunity to really create your craft. For me, you know, I was always into music and dancing and stuff myself, but we had the Virgin Islands Performing Arts School. That was about it. And when that closed down,
like,
what do we got?
Like, if I can do Vice Lounge 60 24/7, I can see myself doing it. But for now, I just see that my calling right now is, of course, public service. But I just feel that for a small set of islands per capita, we have the most artists and the most entertainers, and the list goes on, in the Caribbean. Per capita.
Wow.
So per capita, we think about all those calypso bands and all those people who want to sing and play steel pan, and in those little hotels in St. Thomas and St. John, and all those, man, there's a lot of rappers, a lot of reggae artists trying, you know.
Yeah, you're right. I can see that. So tell us a little bit about Javan James' journey in the VI and what motivated you to keep climbing the ladder of success.
Well, this is where I'm have to get spiritual.
Please do.
Like, from the time I was born, and then I was able to speak and reason, I always knew to myself that I wanted to be somebody big. I wasn't sure exactly what it would be, but I knew to myself I'm gonna be somebody big. But I fell in love with music at a very young age while in school, and I tried my very best to become this big artist, and I never became that big artist. But I said all that to say is that from a very young age I had that interest and that spark. I understand the Department of Tourism. I have been chairing that committee which oversees tourism, and tourism has a lot to do with music. So it's like, it just naturally came. It wasn't like, I'm gonna go into the Senate and knew to myself all of this was going to happen. It's just something that naturally happened. But like I said, what really pushed me to just climb the ladder, I just knew to myself from a very young age that I wanted to be somebody big, and I did not want to settle for less. So now I'm in a position where I can own a business, and I've already learned my lessons from my failures or my past mistakes in the music industry. I'm now using that knowledge to help artists. So because of my failures, I can now tell an artist or a company, don't do this, don't do that, advertise this way, market that way. And I market and advertise myself for 3 elections. I came on the scene where most people didn't really know of me, but I came with this crazy marketing strategy, and I was able to use social media and the internet to become this sensation, and here am I, 5-6 years later. So I always had that skill for advertising and marketing on top of the knowing of the music business and knowing to myself I always wanted to be somebody big.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know, man. I guess you just kind of had this innate, just plan, just designed in your body that, you just woke up and just moved in your mission, in your purpose.
Yeah.
And everything fell into place.
Yeah.
That's how life is,
Yeah.
Because the first thing that's most important is that you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a plan, you can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So at least you had that vision and you had that feeling from since you was young, and it all came true.
Most definitely.
And I mean, the ladder never stops because you never reach to the top. You know what I'm saying? It's infinity and beyond.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop until like one day I'm at the Grammys or one day I'm at the BET Awards and Living Proof TV is right there in the front row. And we can actually say we took an artist, groom them and turn them into this big celebrity and help them to reach a point where they can come back and help somebody climb that ladder.
And that's what it's all about, just connecting, creating, and continuing opportunities for others, create opportunities that we wish we had, and then the island just gets better and better. I think so.
Most definitely.
Easier said than done, but with a plan, we can definitely get it going.
Most definitely.
So you heard that, Lptv. We are climbing the ladder of success, and we will be right back after this break.
Keep it locked. We'll be right back with more Living Proof TV.
The VIP room is brought to you by Grey Goose.
LivingProofTV.com. Get seen, get heard, and get booked right here on Living Proof TV. We're back with more Living Proof TV. You're in the VIP room with Isanica.
And we're back in the VIP room with Senator Javan James, CEO of Vibes Launch 360. How you doing?
I'm feeling great, AC, feeling nice.
Nice. The VIP room pretty luxurious?
Yes, you should be here.
I know, right? Good. We hope so. Just for you, like I said, we're just so happy that you're here and just want to hear more about you and what's going on. So, back into the questions. Tell me, what ventures and events have Vibes Launch 360 accomplished thus far?
So we did the Key to the City celebration for our city.
So cool.
So they did receive the Key to the City in the past, but they never really had an event.
Yeah.
So Tim was like, yo, let me do an event. So I was like, all right. So I called up. No, at that time I did not have Vibes Launch 360. So I called up the Department of Tourism, I called the governor, I called several companies, everybody pitched in. We did a press conference, Daily News was there, they were on the front page, VI Consortium was there, WTJX. And then the following day, we did an event in Chicken and Bowling. We had Mike Love, Shah, I think DJ General Country, and several others, can't remember everyone. And then we did an event on St. Croix. And then I did an event in Rum Jungle. Big up to my friend Rani for Rum Jungle.
Yeah. Right.
That was in 2021 during one of the heights of COVID. It was my birthday celebration, and that I really wanted to send a strong message of who is Vibes Launch 360. The event was supposed to be on St. Thomas, but because we were on lockdown, and Governor Brian shut down the place. Big up, Governor.
Thanks.
I had to do it someplace else, but Florida was wide open. But it was a Dex Adapt show in Orlando, Florida, and I went there in March, and I was like, yo, I would like to do my event in here. So I asked to meet the owner. So I met the owner, and so said, so done. We had over 600 people in there for my birthday bash.
Wow.
We had Pumpa.
Traveling from all over too, huh?
People flying from the Virgin Islands. I saw people from St. Thomas, all over BVI. We had Pumper, Peanut the Renut, Dennis the Menace, Big Band. So many people, DJ Black, I can't even remember all of them, DJ Avalanche. It was crazy. And then after that, I did an event in Texas. It was called the VI Picnic. Somebody saw what I did in Orlando, and they were like, yo, next year we want to hire you and do an event in Texas. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put my annual birthday on the back burner and take advantage of the opportunity in Texas. So I did that. It was a success.
Wow. There's a lot of Caribbean people in Texas too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I did an event in Texas one time for like Carnival.
Texas is dope. I advise anybody to go there. It's dope. And then we did an event in St. Thomas recently. During the St. John celebration, we had Pressure Bus Pipe, Cruise Chef, Don't Pay Me No Mind, Felix London, DJ Avalanche, Jafire, DJ Shiloh. We had over 400 plus people by St. Thomas Social. That went well.
Nice.
And we had the following day we had a beach party. We had some DJs, and then the day after that we had Pumper and several others in Paradise Bistro. Artist development for, like I said, Cruise Chef. I've also did for Junior Sparks for Sav Life. I helped him. He hired me to assist him with marketing and stuff. So I did a lot of stuff, but one thing I'm really proud of is my birthday celebration, because every year I plan to do it someplace else different. So when I did it in St. Thomas last year, that will be the last time my birthday celebration will be in the Virgin Islands.
Oh wow.
So now I have to find a new place to do it.
Oh man.
And that's a challenge I always try to, push myself to do. And if I don't do it, well, push come to shove, I'll just do it in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah. That's amazing. I want to know why Lptv ain't getting no invites. None of those amazing parties. Hello.
Well, sort of. Last year, I ran into one of the members of Living Proof TV, and I told the individual, but I think the individual had to go someplace or something like that. But next time,
man, just send the invite in the mail, okay?
Next time.
That's awesome. So what are some key values as a community leader and businessman that Vibes Launch 360 brings to the Virgin Islands, particularly within the context of the music industry?
Well, I just try to focus on clean business. I don't rush to engage in any business just because money is involved. Certain projects I don't really care to attach myself to. I don't care if it's a big artist, something that might make me rich. If my spirit don't take it, I'm not going to do it. So we try to just do clean business where when we do something, it would have a lasting impact. I try to be a part of things that will become historic. So I can be like, yeah, we did that. Like years from now, people will be saying like, we did that.
Yeah, that's important, man. You have to have some type of morals and values when you come to these things, for sure, and then people will respect you more.
And of course, doing things that haven't been done before. That's what I try to bring to the market, because anybody can just go and start an advertising and marketing business.
True.
Open up a Facebook page, open up a website. But if you don't have a good track record, a good relationships with people, a good history of doing business, it's not going to be for long.
Right.
So I try to just focus on those principles when we apply any business out there.
And that's important. Definitely. So what forms of digital marketing and advertising platforms do you support for promotion and visibility of musical talent?
Everything. Every time there's something new, I try.
Right.
Snapchat, TikTok. I have Linktree, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, because it's no longer Twitter. X.
Threads.
Thread. And the reason why I'm so good with these platforms, because I do it as a senator. When I first started off, I had an individual dealing with that.
I was to say, you do that yourself as a senator too?
Yeah.
Is that hard?
It's hard, but I like it that way because I get to control the narrative. And then I want to work at a certain speed. So if at 4 o'clock in the morning I have an idea, I can't call somebody at 4 o'clock and say like, post this. Like if I want to post it 4 o'clock, I want to post it 4 o'clock.
Right.
And not only that, like I just feel like with me doing it so long, and because I love it, and now I'm doing it with my business, it's like drinking water. It's like it becomes easy to me. But it's all about controlling the narrative.
Yeah, I love that. It's just like second nature.
But I can't take all the credit. I have individuals who oversee things. Of course, in the office, I would be like, okay, review this for me, edit this.
Which is good.
Yeah,
second eye, you know, definitely. So how does Vibes Launch 360 adapt to the rapidly changing landscape of the music industry, particularly in the light of technology? Because, you know, every day there's a new app or something happening. Like, how do you keep up with what's new and, you know, pleasing the customers?
Well, I have a lot of young friends on my Facebook page. Correction.
Yeah.
I have a lot of young friends on my Facebook page, and I try to keep in touch with what the young people are doing. So sometimes I even learn from my children. You know, like that's why I even started the TikTok, because I always see my children with the TikTok. So I just really try to pay attention to what the youth are into, because the youth are the ones who are really captured by music and entertainment. And then as they get older, that person becomes a follower, they become a consumer of music. So my main thing is making sure that I utilize Facebook, TikTok, and whatever the youth are using, so I can know what they're into.
What's trending, right?
Yeah, what's trending.
I feel like what's trending changes every day. It's like, it's kind of hard to stay hip. But I mean, if you're a naturally hip person, you like catch on, right?
Keep it locked. We'll be right back with more Living Proof TV. Get seen, get heard, and get booked right here on Living Proof TV. Looking for a studio to handle all of your production needs? Look no further. LP Records and Lava House Studios offers production services from start to finish. From professional recordings on the best audio gear to building your music live with expert musicians and producers, LP Records and Lava House Studios have got you covered with all your audio and video mixing, editing, and engineering needs. Complete your project with our pro graphic designing and t-shirt printing services for maximized marketing of your product. Call today. Appointments only. We're back with more Living Proof TV.
So tell me, what do you hope to achieve in terms of the legacy of your music career and Vibes Launch 360 on the entertainment industry?
Well, music for sure. I'm never ever going back on the microphone.
You sure?
Yeah, that era is finished.
Done with it?
Because I made a promise to myself when my daughter was, you know, in her mother's belly. I made up my mind, it's either you're gonna do music or you're gonna enter into politics. And when the time that I entered into politics, that was the best decision I ever made. You know, so I already know to myself I can't go backwards.
Yeah.
I already committed myself to politics. So now I'm in politics, I need something after politics.
Yeah, I was gonna ask maybe after.
So after politics, of course, is Vibes Launch 360. But Vibes Launch 360 is not necessarily me as an artist. It's me on more on the business side. Because I'm a big up this artist. His name is Pryor from St. Croix.
Yes, I'm familiar.
He's saying, yes sir. Years ago, he put up a status on Facebook and he said, one of the problems with the artists in the Virgin Islands, right? A lot of you all want to be artists, but it ain't really for you. You would be better at being like the guy behind the camera. You'd be better at being the guy doing the recording or the producing. And I was like, he has a point. And at the time, that was when I was trying to get back in the industry, but I wasn't really doing good. And I was like, So I never forgot what he placed on Facebook, and I told myself, even though I'm no longer on a mic, I can still assist behind
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
I mean, those things are important to know as an artist, period.
And that's why with this company, you can advertise and market anything. So there's no like limits to what I can advertise and market when it comes to like music. But as far as entertainment now, I want to focus on sports, comedy, anything that you can think of like that is entertaining. You know, even news sometimes, like what's going on in the political world. So it's gonna be one of those platforms where like anything you can think of, like anything that's entertaining, you can find it on the page. And that's where we're gonna accomplish the overall goal of Vibes Launch 360. Taking the Vibes, launching it, and it's going all over the world. But for now, I will consider it to be a Caribbean company.
Okay.
Not a VI company, but a Caribbean company.
I like that. And we already have the website.
Yeah.
So we can already start going on it today and start looking up and see what's going on.
Yes, and that's www.vibeslaunch360.com. That's www.vibeslaunch360.com.
www.vibeslaunch360.com. I love it. Time's almost running up for, LPTV in the VIP room. But before we go, I did notice you were in Carnival for St. Croix.
Yeah.
For Vibes Launch 360. Tell me how that was real quick.
Well, I love to fet.
Yeah.
I had a stressful year last year, so I had the best of both worlds this year. Well, this year, last year, because the Crucian Festival is part 2023, part 2024. So let's just say Crucian Festival. I was able to have a great time, but of course I was able to capture different moments or highlights of the festival, the Juve, the parade. So this was the first time Vibes Launch 360 actually participated and highlighted the festival from beginning to end. In the past, it was just some Juve clips or here and there, but we really took the time to like focus on the festival, and anything that was hard to entertain, we were right there to highlight it and promote it. So it was a great festival, and I look forward to doing the same thing for St. Thomas. So the lessons that we learned from St. Croix is only gonna get better when we try again for St. Thomas Carnival. So we look forward to St. Thomas Carnival. Look out for VibesLaunch360.com.
And it's the 70th anniversary, right?
I'm not sure the numbers.
Stop counting,
all I know is it's gonna be turned up.
Carnival starts since when, like 1959 or something?
Something like that.
I don't know.
Shame on me.
Shame on me, and I was Carnival Queen in 2007. Don't diss me, I just forget. Well, I just wanted to say thank you a million, quadrillion times for coming on Lptv in the VIP room. Telling us about Vibes Launch 360 is definitely some exciting news. Business that is really needed in the Virgin Islands, and I'm very excited and looking forward to seeing all of the great opportunities and events and artists you promote in the future. And like I said, the ladder of success reaches all the way to the top, and I know you will for sure. And just thank you for involving yourself in something as a business like that, and also being a senator in the Virgin Islands. It's very unique, it's very important, and I am personally thankful. And thanks for coming on Lptv.
And thank you for having me, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. There you have it, guys. We're in the VIP room on Lptv, and we had Senator Javan James. What an amazing guest. He told us so much great things about his business, Vibes Launch 360. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because we have so much more amazing things coming up next on Living Proof TV.
For the hottest producers, artists, DJs, and more, keep it locked right here on Living Proof TV.
The VIP room was brought to you by Grey Goose. Please drink responsibly.
Don't be shy. Bikini contest, all you gotta do is come out, do a little modeling, do a little dancey dance, a little thing. You're gonna be $300 richer.
Cause I put a smile on my face.
So she says she only taking out the cover up if she have a contestant. She needs some competition. Alright, so you have a contestant, so now you have to take the cover up. 3 and 4? There we go. This is what we talking about. Now, let loose your inhibitions. Let loose your inhibitions. 425. Okay, hold this for me, Jay. No, wait, not the money. Drink, hold it, drink. So that's 575. Hello. Give it up for Vianney. Alexandra. From Puerto Rico, something. Sorry. You from Santo Domingo. Viana, hey, Alexandra, hey, Viana, hey, Alexandra, hey, Viana, hey, Alexandra, hey. If it ain't and when I air, 1, 2, walk up your waist now, What you say? But you punk out, so you launch 360 mañana for my girl Alexandra. Mañana.
LP Enterprises proudly presents Living Proof TV. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode of Living Proof TV.
This is what the people wanna see. Living Proof TV, truth and reality. Living Proof TV, Virgin Island legacy. Living Proof TV, Living Proof TV, Living Proof TV. Seeds of the industry. Living Proof TV, and musical integrity. Living Proof TV, this is for everybody. Living Proof TV, Living Proof TV, Living Proof TV.
LivingProofTV.com. LivingProofTV.com.